Hi. Hi.
Hi dear. Yeah, sorry, my microphone was muted.
I'm here. What are you doing?
Currently preparing, warming up the software because I'm expecting it to cut out, and that ruins the video.
Ah.
So, Yeah, I've been talking this whole time with a muted microphone. This is... Well, glad it's just a test bit. Anyway, I've been setting up the aircraft and checking everything. And if you just joined us, hello! Well, we have 6 minutes until the official video start. But because things seem to be relatively stable today, we've already done a short pushback to get that guy out of our way. We might as well get going, because today is a 648 nautical mile trip. That's a long one. Alright, let's get the map out. The handbrake is already off. And today we're flying to Hiroshima, and we're starting at Okinawa airport. So, glad I missed that guy. Now, as you can all see, I started without communicating. There is an easy answer for that one. There is no ATC online. Might as well put that message off. Does seem to be rather busy over here. You can hear enough other aircraft, that's for sure. Now that yellow line suggests we're going to the right, but we're not really going to the left. Hold on, what was that? Somebody on the VatSim network is in the area and transmitting. Okay, they filed a flight plan. They're coming straight towards us, and they're going to be here in roughly 25 minutes. And just as we said that, somebody... Okay, they're way out of our area, but somebody has opened shop. That is Beijing control, so nothing to do with us, but they are in reach. TR, would you mind stopping sending dumb stuff like cats towards the Discord? Thank you. Oh, we're veering, of course, again. Of course, we are transmitting on the VatSim network 122.8. And just because there is some traffic in the area, we are going to announce all stations. Papa Hotel Bravo Victor Lima is about to line up on runway 36 right at Naha Airport, Okinawa Airport. All traffic, be advised. Now let's figure out. There's a lot of engine noise in the area. Doesn't seem to be a lot of threat for us, so let's line up and get out of here. Full flaps, here we go. I said here we go. Is there going to be a steering problem again today? Chances are there are. Let's figure that out while we wait for that big boy to get out of our way. Shoo, go away. Thank you. All stations, Papa Hotel Bravo Victor Lima is taking off 36 right at Okinawa Airport, also known as Naha Airport. Papa Hotel Bravo Victor Lima. Here we go. Flaps up one notch. And another. And another. Look at those guys down there. Wonder how that other big boy got away. Probably just ran him over. Alright, then let's get in the general direction we want to go. Dude, there's a lot of aircraft here. Papa Hotel Bravo Victor Lima is clear of runway 36 right in Naha Airport, Okinawa. We're past 2200 feet. And our aim today is 9000, which is a good thing. We may strike a couple mountains. And of course Japan is famous for nice looking mountains. It's a little bit shaky here. Nothing too bad yet. Let's check our engine, 2500 RPM. Well, that is normal because we're climbing. Fuel flow is yet still in the green. Pressure is good. Temperature is great looking. Exhaust gas temperature is high because we are climbing. Vacuum in the green. Fuel for ages. So everything is looking great. And let's turn off the taxi lights. We're already in the air. Yeah, story of my life. Does look cloudy up ahead. We may get some pretty nice weather. Well, who knows? Past 4100 for 9000. Look at the clutter of aircraft down here. I think we made it out just in time. Somebody just popping up like a UFO. If all these were about to land, we might have to wait for a bit. But as we're now gone, we're gone, and nobody can touch us because there is no ATC online. Haha! Look at that! I think we escaped the rain as well. So on the thingy right here, there's a bit of a counter saying how many people are watching. Currently the line is stuck at 4 people watching. My monitor says 2 people watching. Alright, who's going to be the first commenter? Let's check with VatSim. We have 585.8 nautical miles to go. Well, it is long enough. Overflying a nice and quiet airport down there. Shortly after we'll be diving into the clouds. I hope there is going to be some nasty weather and not just clouds to look at. I mean, the Asobo guys, they nailed it with the nasty weather. Tested it out the other day with the rain. Oh lord. That looked natural, that looked pure, that was awesome. But we are above 5,000 feet. So let's trim the engine a little bit. Give it the oomph that it needs. And let's keep climbing to 9,000. Seems we're escaping the bad weather. Alright, let's use the mouse. There we go. That's a lot better. Let's also have a further look at the map. There seems to be going to be a lot of sea to be seen. And Nogel is our first waypoint, which is now at 111 nautical miles. After which, go on to Swano, Altai, before we see land again at Ibdel. Then Donkey, there's going to be a slight turn. Then a crazy move, but apparently that is needed to line us up properly. Well, let's do it. Not really sure what this whole bingo loop is all about, but let's find out. I really don't want to fly this entire loop, T-loop, T-loop, T-loop. So yeah, that. Oi, oi. First, let's get into the general area, which is still a long way away. At least we're above the clouds. Look at also approaching 9,000. So about to level off, where we can then throttle back a little bit, make sure we don't overspeed, and cruise to the end. But I gotta tell you, that is one of the setbacks when you're flying real live weather at any given time. Of course, there's going to be times where you see nothing but clouds or stuff like that. Well, of course, I'm able to manipulate the weather, and I'm able to alter it, but I chose not to. There we go, 9,000. That's nice. Now, of course, we can throw down the drone. And let's see what it looks like down there. Whoosh! Now, I was expecting to have a 6.5 hour long video showing you nothing but this. Luckily, we're above that. And below here, I was actually expecting rain, but no, apparently not. I really need to come back here when it's less cloudy, or when I feel like manipulating the weather a bit more. So yeah, we're up there somewhere above the clouds. Drone is down here. What do you think, folks? Should I revisit Japan and make sure to to see a lot better?
Hello again.
Hello, TR.
I think I can come to broadcast next week.
Next week we are flying the route Romeo Juliet Oscar Alpha to Romeo Juliet Tango Tango, Haneda Airport.
Okay. These stars start stealing their account on MSFS.
You got hacked again, eh?
What?
Aye. Did you get hacked again?
No. Wait.
It is a little bit shaky out here, folks. And we best keep an eye on the temperature. It is currently freezing point, so let's put on the pitot heat. That should help us stay alive. Let's throttle back a little bit. There we go. Just a few revs down saves a whole lot. The sweet spot is at 2340 RPM. Boink. Now when we look at the clouds breaking up and being able to see down there, ooh, I'm liking that. Guess we best enjoy it while we can, because in a little while, we are going to see a lot of sea and nothing but islands in the distance.
I forgot my account name.
Say what?
Vallahi. Pardon. I forgot English. Are you there?
Sorry, I didn't get the last bit. Can you repeat?
I forgot my account's name. Steve.
You know, that is why they invented pen and paper, so you can sort of remember.
I don't write it.
Now let's see who else is in the air. That does look beautiful, doesn't it?
Me.
Now looking around, I do not see any other aircraft anymore. What does the map say? Map says there's one to our right. Don't have him in view just yet. And that is about it. They're all going back to ROAH, and that is Okinawa Airport. It's a busy spot right there. Just for fun, let's hit the radio stack and go to 133.075, because that is the closest radio station active. And let's listen in. We may be able to hear some conversations between them and us. Not that we have anything to do with them, we are miles away from their area, but it might break up the video nicely. We can see that we have a bit of a side wind because the arrow is at an angle. We are going straight forward, so we're basically flying sideways just to stay on the magenta line. Kind of where you want to be. Now from up here, that island down there looks a bit like a cow flap, doesn't it? Well, we might as well enjoy it, folks. That is the last bit of land we're going to see in a good while. From this point to this point, we're not going to see any land. And that's just another tiny bit of island. Then a lot of nothing again. Till we get to no gold, then a lot of nothing again. Larger island, then a whole lot of sea. Until after Altai. Alright.
Yes, I was able to recover the Steam account.
You got it back?
What?
You got your Steam account back?
Yes.
And is Flight Simulator still in it?
No.
Did you buy it legal?
Yes.
And it should be there.
I'm starting download.
Yeah, there's a lot of time for you to download that because we are way away from our landing zone.
What?
I said you got enough time because we are a long way from the airport that we're going to.
Download is so...
What?
I forgot English. Download is so slow.
Not sure what you said there, but it was something about slow, so I'm going to assume that it is your connection.
Yes.
Well, no worries, you got a couple of hours before we touch down. Unless, of course, somebody wants me to speed up time. Huh.
Download that ends tomorrow. Approx.
Yeah, that can change at any moment. I have had that with the download of my simulator as well. At one point it said you got to wait 4 days, and 5 hours later the download was complete, so no worries. No worries. The download time depends also on the amount of people downloading the same file. and how busy it is on the server, so it can change any second.
In.
Winds coming from the side is getting stronger. But we're still doing 88 indicated and 105.
Speed on my luck.
Say what?
Please screen while downloading.
Hey, you know this video was coming, so you could have prepared.
Let me speed on my luck.
Anyway, the outside air temperature is now -1 Celsius. So it's a good thing that we put on the pitot heat. Let's check on the engine. Running a little low on revs, so let's boost that a little bit. Fuel flow is in green where you want it to be. Pressure is great, temperature is good, exhaust gas temperature. Yes, sort of where you want it to be. The vacuum is in the green, but on the low side. Fuel for days, so we're still good. Now I've heard that Japan consists of thousands of islands and
By the way, did you see the picture I posted in Discord?
I saw a cat.
Yes.
Let's assume you did that and let's not do that again, okay, shall we?
What?
Let's assume that you posted a picture of a cat on Discord and let's not do that again.
Yes.
I'm gonna need a beer. And that kid keeps popping on and off constantly. There should be somebody flying in front of us, but I don't see him. Probably a virtual aircraft. Boink, boink. People popping in, popping out. And transmissions you heard? Well, this guy or girl, I don't know. They told everybody what they're about to do. So I said, wish you a good landing. He said, thanks. It is busy over there. I said, wish you a good trip too. And I said, what would you like to say to YouTube, Captain? You're live on it now. Not a peep out of him since. But yeah, they are obviously landing where we took off. Wish them the best. There is a lot of traffic. Check this out. Everything quiet on Discord. I'm the only one in the voice channel right now, so okay. And the other captain, who is about to land, not a word came out of him. Oh, there he is. I'd love to, but according to Code of Conduct, we shouldn't free talk on Unicom too long, and this will be my last call. Have a good day. Loophole found. Whoa, somebody has posted hey, and I am going to assume those letters are either Japanese or, well, regional. Good lord, how do you pronounce that? I can't even... Where do you begin? Is that Japanese writing? Korean? Well, then I was correct with the region. We've been to Korea not too long ago. But how are you doing? And how can I begin to pronounce your name? Is there a way that you can write your name in Roman letters so that I can try to pronounce your name? That is a lot of water, folks. A lot of water. And this Korean person says, can I ask you a question? Well, you just did ask me a question. How about you ask me another question? There's another island up ahead of us. I'm a person who drives a private plane in Korea. Well, then maybe you should get a license and actually fly the aircraft. That might be a lot more fun, I guess. Unless you're the guy at the ramp who is operating the pushbacks. How are we looking? It is 52 miles to Nogel. And that gives me the time I need to step out for 2 minutes, and it is time for a potty break. So I'll be right back, folks. Okay, and we're back, and the Korean visitor says he operates an aircraft, the Beechcraft C-90 Golf Tango. I'm gonna Google that one. Just give me a second, can't overload my computer too much. First I'm going to try to find a way. According to Google Translate, I can pronounce your name as Changyun Park. Is that correct? And now I'm going to try to figure out that beach girl. Oh, that's a nice one. That's the baby brother of the King Air, isn't it? So, Changyun Park, what do you do with that aircraft? Do you just simply drive it around or actually fly it? Or are you pushback assistant? Or what is your connection to this aircraft? Because that wasn't really clear just yet. And by the way, yeah, sorry that I had to Google Translate your name, because yeah, I am Dutch and I have no knowledge of the Korean language except for maybe a few dishes. So yeah, that is about it. Didn't want to butcher your name though. Anyway, let's do a checkup. How are we doing? We are 43 miles from Nogel. It is cold out there. -1 degrees Celsius. The engine is looking great though. So we got nothing to worry about just yet. And Changyun Park says he goes to a airfield in Korea. Okay, that seems fairly logical when you're working with a Beechcraft. I want to see that island up close. That one, and that one, and goodbye. Here we go, folks. It does look a lot warmer down here, doesn't it? And Changyun Park said, isn't the reason it's cold out because the altitude is high? Well, obviously that helps, but when I took off from Okinawa Airport, Romeo Oscar Whiskey Alpha, also known as Naha Airport, it wasn't too warm to begin with, only 3 degrees, so I think it is seasonal as well as altitude. And when things get seasonal, well, yeah, then of course it is cold. I need to reset this. Punched in a few of the wrong keys, and there we go. But look at the details on the trees, folks. Every single one of them has been generated on the fly by the computer. Very, very pretty. Okay, enough. How far are we from the waypoint? 35.9 nautical miles. That's not that bad, is it? No, it's not. Because right after Nogel there's going to be another relatively big island to look at. I think this is not going to be a total loss in video. However, I do see other people on the map, but not in here. Where are they hiding? Now do keep in mind I can only see aircraft from here until roughly 40 miles. So if they're further away then I can't see them. That is to de-stress the graphics card. That is a NVIDIA GTX 2060 and that has had a hard life since it joined my computer. Things I purchase need to work for a living. And if they're not working for a living, they have no business being in my area. I do see a long delay on the YouTube stream. So as soon as you guys ask me a question, it may be that I have responded already ages ago before you guys actually see it. There is a long delay. Flight details remaining 472.6 nautical miles. check the map. After Nogel we're going to make a slight turn. Straight on Swano, straight on Altai, straight on Ibdel. Straight on Kongu, straight on Vekvo. And a turn at Donkey. I'm leaning towards speeding up time as soon as we get to Nogel. What do you guys think? It could be a long video if we don't. So let me know what you think. Another outlet coming up in the distance. By the way, for those that wonder, if you speed up time and there is a bend in your direction, very often the computer cannot calculate it and you crash, burn and die. So that is why I'm waiting for waypoint Nogel. And of course I'm waiting for what you guys would like to see. Got me the hiccups somehow. Okay, what changed here? We're at 9. Should be 88. And recommended is 41. Is this going to be the episode in which the aircraft navigation fails? Even in sim piloting you got to be so vigilant of everything. Now I'm not sure if I dare to speed up time. Because if you speed up time, things go bad, let's say 5 times as fast as well. Oh boy. Anywho, it is 13.7 nautical miles to Nogel, after which I guess we're going to attempt it. Look at that steering wheel rocking. The aircraft is constantly trying to adapt to the airflows. Yeah, so the Chinese channel is still transmitting. We can still hear them, but now we cannot hear them anymore. It's not a bad thing. We don't have anything to do with them. We can see them in the blue outline here. And this is us right here. So we got nothing to do with them. Even if you contact them, they'll send you straight to 122.8. The airport we see right here is the one that we can see down here, or from out here. Alright, and we're coming up to Nogel. It is somewhere down there. So what are we going to do? Are we going to speed up time? Yay or nay? Leave a comment below. And X says, yes, speed up. Yeah, to speed up, let's wait another 4 nautical miles because there is a slight bend in the route. And I don't want the aircraft to go all haywire and get lost on me because it cannot calculate that fast. So after the last remaining few miles to Nogel, we're going to actually speed up because I opt for it and X opted for it. So that is a 100% score for speeding up. Yay! Let's do it! By the way, what happened to our Korean friend? Here we go, there's the turn. That's what I was talking about. And now 117 miles of sea to sea before we see Swano. Press and hold R for Romeo. Press and hold control. Tap the plus sign 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Oh, the machine doesn't like that. It has to calculate really fast. Oh boy, what is happening? Aircraft deviating. R control minus. Back to 100. Something went wrong and the aircraft could not calculate it, which is basically what I said can go wrong. So let's get back on the magenta line and reattempt. R control plus plus, that is 2 times. You should be able to keep up with that. Alright, back on the magenta line. Let's add 4 times. See what happens. R control plus. Okay, we're back at 5 times. Good lord, this is sketchy at best. Look at the altitude. Look at the speed! Even the Garmin can barely hold up. Here we go again. Aircraft searching for the magenta line. R control minus minus minus. So 3 times speed of light. Come on buddy, get back on the line. So maybe 5 times is a little bit too fast for this hardware configuration. We're going to try 4 times nonetheless. Here we go. "30 miles from Swano," and we did that in, what was that, 4 minutes, 5 minutes? That would have taken us well over an hour. Yeah, we hauling. And our Korean friend Jang Yoon Park says, do you know Anna? I got to tell you, no I don't. And I did see aircraft with the Anna sign. I'm just not sure if you're currently referring to an aircraft, a airline, or a woman called Anna. Because that is all possible. Oh, Nippon Airways, okay. Do you work for those? In the meanwhile, 6.5 miles from Swano. That's always exciting. Let's figure out what the aircraft does at the waypoint. This seems nice and steady going straight ahead. Not even a twitch by the aircraft. Oh my lord, I'm happy about that. Because that means it'll probably be the same when we get to Altai, the next waypoint. Point, point. Somebody jumped in and jumped out. Do you see it on the map? Okay, as we are at 4 times speed of time, I'm now adding the 5th, so that my statement is true again. And let's just hope that everything stays relatively normal. By the way, we are now at the same cruising speed as a Airbus A390. Sorry, A320 Neo. Boink, somebody popped up on the map again. Now from Altai onto Ibdel. Still going straight ahead, which is great. Now after Ibdel we're going to go straight ahead to, that's a long run, Kongu. That is a long run, folks. So I'm pretty happy that we got 100% score in the option to speed up time times 5. Ooh, it's shaky in here. Let me clarify that for you. It is shaky. But luckily the aircraft is still going into the right direction. I sound like a fucking goat. Okay, so 109 miles to Kongu. Alright aircraft, you can stop shaking now, please. It's not stopping to shake. Wonder what's up. I mean, look in here. Hi everybody. Come on. That shaking? You don't want to be in there. Let's assume that'll go away when we get further away from the land masses. Well, apparently it doesn't. And we now have 231.7 nautical miles left to go. That is assuming nothing goes wrong, because if it does, it goes wrong 5 times as fast and I got to restart the entire session again, and that is going to make for a long video. Now, speeding up time and slowing down time is done from within the cockpit, and as we're about to overfly a bit of land, let's stay in the cockpit for a bit. My word, that is shaky. Good Lord. I'm reaching down behind the captain's seat and giving everybody who is watching right now a barf bucket. And no, not those cheap paper bags, a proper barf bucket. You're going to need it. Good Lord, look at that. That's it, I'm there. At least looks somewhat better, doesn't it? Barely any beaches down there. What do the Japanese do for leisure? Don't they go to beaches? I don't know. Anyway, we're holding it on to Kongu and then on to Vekfo. Then at Donkey we will have to restore time. After Donkey we're going to speed up again, because that's a long haul. And why do we have to restore time at Donkey? Well, easy. It is pretty much impossible for the computer to calculate the correct route. And X, in his stroke of genius, is now comparing a donkey to a goat. Yes, X, we are going to Donkey. And if we add my goat's voice to Donkey, considering we are relatively close to India compared to some other parts of the world, we may actually hear something like this. Weirdo, Axe says. Okay, so I'm the weirdo around here. Probably because I'm the weirdo flying a Cessna 172 around the world. Live on YouTube. As advertised. How are we looking down here? 17 miles, 16 miles, 15 miles, all the way to Donkey. Yeah, not sure about your old computer, but this computer cannot calculate the angle. Because we're changing direction, obviously. So that is why we are going to resume time to normal when we get into the area, which is approaching fast, obviously. So then first we're going to let the aircraft stabilize on the new direction, and then we are going to go ahead and speed up again. Minus, 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 minus. So that puts us back on normal time. And we get to change direction before we speed up again. About to reach Donkey. Pretty sure that Axe has met a couple donkeys as well. Possibly in the southern Americas. Ha 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 ha. Google it. One mile to Donkey. Three, two, one. Yeah, now? Alright, here we go. Changing direction. And the next waypoint, Hotel Golf Echo, is 113 nautical miles away. Right, so let's let him stabilize. Press R, press Control. Plus, 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 plus. 5 times the speed of time. And I'm going to go on a potty break. We'll be right back, folks. And I'm back! And oh hell! Minus, 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 minus. Go find G dye magenta line again. That's not normal. Told you guys, as soon as something goes haywire, it cannot calculate fast enough. We did knock off a good chunk of miles to the next waypoint. Alright, and you're starting to shake again. Hope that's a happy shake. Here we go. Plus plus. That is 3 times the speed of time. Looks okay. 4 times. And 2 times. It is deviating again. Guess we can't do that while we're over land. But 2 times still seems relatively okay. If we look at the map, we see there's a lot of aircraft in the area. Can we see them? Well, some of them. They're all way up high. One of them, the top one in this group right here, he's really hauling it. I bet he's got time sped up as well. And access, I'm doing great. Yeah, the trouble is, you gotta keep on your toes in situations like this. You gotta think 5 times as fast, act 5 times as fast, and primarily be 5 times as fast. Now the next waypoint is Hotel Golf Echo, and that is somewhere over here. There we go. After which we are going to make a couple of turns and line up via Misenamaki towards the runway. And the bingo, that does take a few loops that I do not want to take, so chances are we are going to go in IFR. VFR, sorry. Haha. Look at the slew mode on this guy. Think he's trying to imitate what I'm doing. How far are we? 19 miles off. Until of course a set of turns start to happen and we can no longer use speeding up time. If we do, we are going to crash, burn and die and have to refly the entire leg again. I don't want to do it and you guys don't want to watch it. Correct? Shake it, baby! Alright, minus, 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 minus. We should be back at normal speed now. Let's check that with the distance meter. we're at -1. Alright, here we go. Yeah, that is about right. So let's do the rest of the flight in a normal mode. And let's get rid of this message. Haha. Let's put that one in its place. Now, of course, we're going to make this a bizarre loop, but it'll line us up with the runway somehow. Which is right there. Oh, I've been looking at it the whole time in a very wrong way. This is the holding loop. So we're going to fly here, 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 here and land. And that means we should be able to see, what the? We should be able to see the runway, nearly overfly it, then go into the pattern to line up. And there it is, folks. So for those that do not believe in seeing into the future, well, look into the future, because in a bit we're going to be right down there. If only I remembered the altitude of the airport. But I do know that going down to 5, that doesn't hurt us at all. Let's not let the aircraft over rev. And it's a shame there's no ATC online right now. And by the way, there is no other aircraft even near us either. Nothing to communicate, nothing to do. But okay. Recommended altitude is 4100, so let's just dive down there. And look at that. One person landing, one person trying to take off from opposite directions. Welcome to uncontrolled airspace. And mind you, this is Hiroshima Airport. Come on now. We're about to make our turn. So yeah, let's just enjoy that. So what we're going to do is veer away from the airport that we see right in front of us, then line up, and then we are going to land. We're still descending. And I do get this sinking sensation. There's going to be a moment in time where we have to intervene and just stop following the ILS and hand land this aircraft. So let's be prepared for that. For now, we're going to let it do its thing. Which is making a turn anytime now. Let's go. It'll probably just fly to the waypoint and then make a heck of a turn. Because the waypoint is called Hotel Golf Echo. That is right here. We're going straight for that, and there's no sign of the aircraft making a turn just yet, so we're probably going to go here and then loop around. But okay, no worries, that gives me time to check out the airport. Yeah, we're way outside of the loop. Now what? What is that? Next one. Delta 249 November. Come on now, I'm scrolling. Okay, this one needs a little bit of work. Apparently we're not taking a shortcut. But we are making the turn somehow. Okay, so what I was trying to do here was go straight to do the next waypoint. But apparently there's another waypoint with the same name. And I'm unable to scroll to the correct area. Let's not fly to Mexico today, shall we? Don't have enough fuel for that. We are somehow making a bit of a turn. "12 miles to the waypoint I was trying to get to." Aircraft is leveling off. And we're still descending to 4100. Doing 109 indicated and 120 true airspeed. Okay, leveling off at 4,100 feet. Let's see how the engine is doing. We're relatively low on fuel. That's the first thing that we catch. The rest is all in the green. Exhaust gas temperature is very low, but that's also because we were on a descending rate. Let's throttle up a little bit. And because we are below 5,000, punch in that red button. People that have told you never push the red button, they're wrong. Your engine needs it. Okay, the aircraft is leveling off, so we are going to prepare it to go to 2,500. I have no idea what I'm doing, but it seems to be the right thing to do. We've got enough space between us and the rest of the world. And in the odd case in which I am correct or incorrect, yeah, then we're just simply going to stop the descent and do not descend any further until we see the runway. So yeah, that. We have 7.8 nautical miles between us and the next waypoint. Then make a turn to Misen. Let's go to Wacky Macky. And then make sure we do not scratch the paint. So the airport's down there somewhere. We got a good look at it. Now let's make sure we get down without a scratch. For those that are wondering why I'm not making any shoutouts on the radio, nobody can hear me. The only guys near on the map are roughly 800 kilometers away. They can't hear me. And there's no ATC online, so I'm making my own decision. Now then, how are we looking? 4.5 nautical miles to the turn. Then on to Misen, Maki, and line up to Flagtown. This should be gorgeous. Alt keeps flickering. Why? Oh, there you go. Stopped. So we're going to fly in front of a mountain, behind the mountain, and then line up. That is the general idea, at least. But while we are still here, let's prepare the aircraft for 1400. Should be good. .7 miles to the waypoint. That's going to be a dramatic turn. To somewhere over there. Commence ye thy turn. And Tyler Galpin says, "Hi, I'm back." Welcome back to the show, sir. How are you doing? Tyler is doing nice. Well, good to hear that. By the way, now I'm vigilant. I need to scout the area, make sure that I'm not being attacked by a random Tyler. Oh shit. There could be any one of those up there. In the meanwhile, we have commenced a turn to the next waypoint. The next waypoint is Misen. And that is a symbol I've not seen yet. But the distance to Misen is 7 miles. 7 nautical miles. And that should start to line us up. Taxi lights. No, not the taxi lights. Landing lights on. Haha, I got it right for once. After a mistake. And I do start to believe that staying at 4100 sorry, 2500 is a good choice for this area. And yeah, I'm an idiot. I did not check it beforehand. By the way, I do not have access to the proper charts either. So what is it going to be, folks? Is it going to be a successful ILS landing for a change, or is it going to become another hand flying? You tell me. Currently I'm not really trusting myself, basically, because I did not have access to the math. But I do have good hopes. What do you guys think about the chance I got to ILS flight this puppy in, or having to intervene and hand fly it in? Yeah, that is plenty low enough for now. And shortly after this mountain range, we are turning right at Miesen and attempt to line up. And before you guys all give me some grief, there is no ATC online in my area. So there's nobody to shout out to. Not even other aircraft within hearing distance. A whole nautical mile to Miesen. Then a bad turn onto Maki. Last bits of the last mile, I assume. The fuck happened here? Okay, so we did miss the waypoint. And that happens at times. So we are now hand flying. Oh boy. Let's see what is left of our flight plan. Well, basically nothing. Something is up with the navigation. Basically, we got a white line that is supposed to get us in the general area. And that's about it. Well, things were bound to go haywire sooner or later, and apparently it is sooner. We no longer have a functioning bit of navigation. We may have heading that could help us just a little bit. But we can basically call a pan-pan. The difference between a pan-pan and a mayday, by the way, is you are able to operate the aircraft. You simply have some problem that is not requiring immediate landing. I just wish that we could tell these other guys, which are not on the VatSim network, that we are in trouble and they should get out of the way. And that's it. We're lining up for runway 10. All stations, Papa Hotel Bravo Victor Lima lining up runway 10 at Hiroshima, Romeo Juliet Oscar Alpha, with pan. We are now over Maki. Alright folks, while the aircraft is descending, I'm going to go for a quick pee break and back in 2 minutes. And we're back! Seem to change the route a little bit. Then get on course. And there's the runway right there, folks. We are almost lined up. And then just for laughs, let's press the approach button. we should still be able to intercept. But who knows? Look at the arrow. That navigation is messed up at best. And let's throttle up to prevent a stall. We are very slow. Alright, autopilot is off and we are hand flying this one in. Let's lose some altitude first. Why is that still there? Go away. We should already be at 400. 1400, sorry. First notch of flaps. Second notch of flaps. And I'm glad that there's not a whole lot of other simmers on this airfield.
500.
And access, there we go. Just when we pass the 500. Alright. Runway 10. Third notch your flaps. Let's flare this one as long as we can. Throttle is idle. And access bravo, but we only just touched down. Then bounced up, and now we are down. Alright, that was a little bit off center line, but just in time to find us a taxiway. And I'm going to assume, let's just make sure, this is a whole shore bar. Stop! Come on! There we go. No, there's no other traffic. So let's pull up our flaps and let's go to the building just up ahead. I think that looks nice. And I'm going to assume, since there is only one big passenger ramp and there's a smaller aircraft here, that there is no problem with me parking right there. Going to assume that. But probably next week my aircraft is going to be somewhere completely elsewhere because they moved me. Some of those guys are just assholes like that. They move around aircraft. Anyway, passenger terminal. Somebody is bound to come out of there and pick up cookies. Yes, I've brought cookies. And I'm currently blocking the service roads. Haha. Can I still change that? Not sure. Nope, pushback not working. Anywho, that about does that. Parking brake set. Engine is going to be switched off. We have arrived in Hiroshima. We completed this leg, and next week we are going to Haneda Airport, also in Japan. Let me color this one in the Excel sheet. I deserved it. And yes, this is the Excel sheet with the upcoming airports that we're going to. There is still a bit to go. But okay. We did this one successfully. Move away. And that is about to be it for this week. So, yeah, I'm going to assume I'll see you all in next week in another video. And yeah, join our Discord, slap a like, become a subscriber, whatever you want to do, to let me know that you seen the video and you liked it. Let me know. That's about it. So folks, this is me for this week, and I'll see you next Sunday. Bye bye now.